Welcome to another episode of the Stir Podcast. I go by the name of Bob the Builder from London. This is
Sweetie Ali.
Over the corner there we have
Jessie Cat.
And we have a special guest in the place today, my brother KIRK Diamond. Hooray! That's as far as the ultimate.
All the time.
Blessed love, KIRK.
Yes, I.
How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm not as good as you guys. You guys partied nice night. I just left them in the yard.
Why you have to come out so strong, right?
Because Bob said that he's going to call me at midnight when he's leaving.
Wow.
Oh, see what happened was
What happened?
my wife put on a dress and the dress matched up.
Okay. What?
Just the zip, she had it on and the zip just birthday dress. So
They tied up me the house down on the road.
that's what she said. I'm like, yo, and I just throw it off completely. Like.
Throw him off and throw me away completely.
KIRK, I get old now to remember.
Okay.
So you were planning on coming to Love.
You know, my job asleep as soon as I talk to Bob still. To be honest. I woke up at 3 o'clock, say, yo, I wanted Bob call me. And then I realized that the party must have been finished. KIRK Diamond. I am a member also of Dan Them. I am also the best reggae artist in the world.
Bop.
Say it
I
again.
didn't even flinch.
No, well,
Say it again,
yeah,
Ras.
the best reggae artist in the world.
No, say it with a chest, man. I say it with a throat.
Best reggae artist in the world.
That is it.
Based in Canada. Originally from Spanish Town, Jamaica.
Ooh, Spain Town.
Yeah. And the only reggae artist ever with a park in their name. So yeah,
Ah,
True.
flexing.
One
definitely.
of applause. Clap emoji, clap emoji, clap
Where's
emoji.
this park?
It is in Brampton, in the city where I reside.
Nice.
Yeah.
That says a lot because we all know like Brampton is overrun by a specific ethnic group.
Yeah,
So having a park in your name, that's a huge win for the black community.
definitely.
Yeah.
And it happened in Black History Month.
I'm still very
Really?
salty.
Wait, this one
No,
or
the
last year?
last year, yeah.
Nice.
I'm
I
still
love
very
it.
salty.
Why?
You didn't invite me.
Then you ever hear people like get them name put in a park. Supposed to come there and not never go so. I couldn't believe it till me see it. Then we can tell everybody.
Yeah, because come on, I've never seen somebody alive.
Even though sometimes I drive by just to see if it
Yeah,
rain.
like honestly, when
So
I
how did that come
when I
about?
saw it, my eyes were like, wow, really?
You know what it is? It just goes to show you the importance of what the people not that look like us, the people that don't look like us, really think about what I'm saying in my music. Right? Because as we know that my music don't really get played in the dancehall like that, but it get played. Right? And when I do shows, I don't see any. Most of the people that I see don't look like me. Right? And it's not like I sing negative music or slap music or not like that. So because of this, the government or the governing bodies of Brampton thought that I was worthy of this honor, and I accepted it.
I love that.
Salute.
Yeah. So, where exactly in Brampton is it located?
It's at Sandalwood and Airport Road.
And have you ever thought, like, probably in the summertime to have like a little get together?
I'm not allowed.
Huh?
No, I'm not allowed. And the reason I'm not allowed is that parks in, I guess, I don't know if it's a Brampton thing or a Canada thing, parks have different rules. So some parks they can have events in and some parks are just pick me alone can go swing on them, swing and slide on them something. So my park is one of those things for children to just go. So I can't have an event there or...
So what if everybody just happened to be there on the same
Yeah, that's
day,
fine.
just chilling?
That's how we Jamaican do. We can do that.
It sounds like a plan.
So let's meet up and chill.
Yeah, meet and chill.
Yo, everyone meeting at KIRK Diamond's Park X day, X time.
Yeah.
Don't know.
I'll let you know.
Pass through.
Chill and swing and slide.
So KIRK, what other? I feel like you're missing like one of your other major. Who is KIRK Diamond?
What you mean as in accolades?
Yes.
Oh, I'm a 5-time Juno nominee.
Big five.
No, the money just flexed by everybody, just like.
You know what it is? We do this thing as so long and Bob know, because he's been there the whole time. Where it's like for a long time, I felt so uncomfortable actually saying it. Right? And then it's just within recent times where it's like I've been told and I feel like it's time for me to actually be proud of what I've accomplished and just say it without apology.
Agree.
Right? And I think I had blamed the dancehall for that. Not the community, but what I felt the dancehall was to me. Right, so it's almost as if they didn't accept it or if they weren't going to highlight it, then I felt embarrassed to highlight it because it's almost like it wasn't accepted by my people. And then now I realize, say, well, if I can be getting calls from literal leaders of countries across the world and in Africa and something and say, yo, this is what your song means to me, that is beyond what I think of myself. It is bigger than just me at this point. Like just last week, a school in Brampton chose me for their black person for Black History Month. You know what I mean? So clearly me I do something right. And if I'm not going to embrace that, then me wrong. You know, so yeah.
I think it all comes back to sometimes we have to understand that like you're an artist, your product is your music, and not all the time our product, even though we are used to like, alright, you're black, you're in dancehall, you're Jamaican, and you would expect that it would appeal to the Jamaican populace. It doesn't. But then when as is to your point, it goes outside of that, and that's where you are getting your accolades from everyone else in the world.
Right.
So sometimes your product doesn't necessarily fit within your exact who you are type of thing. But we have to understand that that doesn't mean we're a failure.
Right.
It's just that you have to broaden your wings, broaden your horizons, and know so alright, some of it does look somewhere else, and wherever I pick up my thing, there's something I work with, and just continue to push through.
Yeah, and at the same time too, that's not how legacy works either. Like I think we as black people are taught that whatever we do now, we need to see the results now in our lifetime, and understanding that it's beyond that. It's what our children going to see. What are they going to gain from us being here in this time?
Yeah, because it's like you lay the foundation now, and then somebody else come and build on top of it.
Exactly.
It's build. Some stuff, everything can build one time, but some things just take longer to build.
Yeah, because if you think about it, we are building upon other people's foundation, right? Right now, I would say that for reggae music, we're up on the 3rd floor. Some people still up on the 1st floor looking up, and I say, yo, look what Bob them do, and I still have to do the same thing with them do, and not making no progress. No offense, but that is what it is.
So you mean like 3rd floor is within Canada, or just reggae?
No, just in reggae music in general, because reggae music is a cultural thing, right? And I feel as if, especially for the ones them that are in the dancehall, not just Canadian dancehall, they see reggae or dancehall as just being Jamaican. Like, so when we go normal Manly, we have to check in the culture and say, alright, we're going to foreign now, so this is the culture, we don't need it, we're going to adapt something else. And then say we were supposed to do that, right? Then the artists then from Jamaica would not have a place to come to, because nobody wouldn't be listening to them, and we sustain that for them to come and make a money.
An interview with Beenie Man on some show, he was saying that the young dancehall artists should not accept that they're being categorized as reggae dancehall. For example, the fact that the other day Skilly Ben won the award
for reggae
dancehall, and he's saying that
trap dancehall.
So he must say that they shouldn't accept the fact that they're being categorized as reggae dancehall. It's kind of like him once said, we're supposed to separate reggae from dancehall. As a reggae music artist, do you think there needs to be a separation, or should we continue to be inclusive in terms of reggae dancehall?
It is one thing. It is it, and he, being the doc, should know that as well. That it is just reggae. It is just a different expression by a different generation of people. You understand me? So, for example, who did I do hip hop 1980, and who's doing hip hop now? It sounds totally different, and they can call it whatever they want to call it, but it still come down to be the exact same culture. Right? Look where we wear tight pants now. 20 years ago, the pants and you have to big like parachute. Right, or else you weren't accepted in the culture. You know, so for me, it is still the culture. It is still reggae, and reggae is the culture.
Do you think?
So you don't think dancehall is the culture, just reggae?
Dancehall, well, dancehall is a venue. Dancehall is where reggae music is played. If we want to be technical, right?
I don't know what dance hall is.
Yeah,
Dance hall
dancehall
is where we meet to hear music.
Right. See, so there's that. But then if you want to be even a little bit more technical, dancehall is a more aggressive form of reggae music.
Oh yes it is.
You understand? So
I was gonna come to that next to say that dancehall is actually pulling from reggae.
The actual Yaga.
Yes.
yeah, so it's alright.
the
So for
reggae,
example,
the real
everything has
reggae
its,
is a slow consciousness.
I mean, is it consciousness or is it culture? Reggae, remember saying no, it is our expression as Jamaican people, right? That's what I call reggae. It is the Jamaican experience expressed.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's conscious.
Right,
Really,
because we learned some of my song is not conscious.
Yeah.
Even the one that we are talking about, where we might find as conscious. When I'm gonna tell us, say, yo, me no eat from last week Thursday, that is not conscious.
That's just expressing your pain.
That is sufferation. Right? There's nothing
Or even
conscious
I
about
remember
that.
I went song which is like get disease like that.
Yeah,
to your point, yeah, that was reggae, but that wasn't
I'm not conscious of
conscious.
music there.
So yeah, I stand corrected.
You know, and even that is still aggressive. Right? If you think about that, you know, that aggressive, you know, like you are selling yourself and you're 10. That is very aggressive. There's some dancer where we would have considered slack, where if you're even supposed to compare them in lyrics, it's not as gruesome as what Iwin said in that song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is just a culture, but a lot of people don't think in a technical way to break down and dissect what is going on. No offense to Beanie, but he's speaking from his perspective anyways.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Because come on, like Skillibang's not gonna turn on the mobile one because it says
Reggae dance, reggae
I'm
dance.
gonna turn on that one.
and some of Skilly songs are, if you ever go to reggae is conscious music, he does have conscious songs where they can sit down and think. So it's I don't see why there need to be a separation. I've always seen them as one and the same.
Yeah. I mean, and he's representing the culture.
Yes.
So he has all rights to accept it.
So naturally he got backlash for that.
Who got backlash?
Beanie Man and Bad
A
Mind.
lot of stuff you said in that interview you got backlash for. Yeah.
A lot of times, especially us, because I'm getting older now, you can tell by the gray hair. Sometimes we have to know if you just
Bill back.
be quiet and trust that what we taught the generation after us will eventually carry out.
Yeah.
If you see it get away, then you can forward and do something. But if you think about it, the reggae music or dancehall music is the only music where one man I run a place for 20 odd year. Right? There is no, like, it's almost like the younger one them have to fight, like literally fight.
Yeah, that was one of the number one comments. You're old now. Give him a chance. You're old.
You know what I mean? So there's no progress in it. Like if you think about it, alright then, how much artists bust from Cartel?
Only.
Like
From his camp or after him?
after him.
Oh.
We're not talking about in camp, because some of the people from him camp when he was around, when in jail come, I feel in career got jail too.
I feel the Popcorn wasn't after. You wanna say Popcorn was after?
Yeah, Popcorn after him.
Yeah, so Popcorn came out of his camp.
But after Popcorn then, after that Gaza Gully thing.
I don't even know, because even the females like Gaza Slim, Squash was a part of.
No. After Gaza, it's like 6.
It's not 20.
No, so you said who boss outside?
No, how much
Yes, it's not a lot.
It's not a lot.
It's not a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Artists overall.
And it is alright.
I thought
And when we're talking
it was-
about good proper boss, maybe that's a maybe 6.
So yeah, Skilly, come I feel like in boss like
Yeah.
kites.
Right?
I might be biased because he's from St. Thomas. I'm from St. Thomas. I might be biased because he's
No,
from
I
St.
didn't know you're from St. Thomas.
Really?
He says it every
so
time.
let's
Alright, so let's go back.
Every time.
So you have Skilly, you
Yeah.
have Popcorn.
The two from St.
Right. Chronic Law.
You feel like Chronic Law bust like that though?
Him no dep on for them level.
Yeah, so Mooney really
Alright,
add
so
the
You can't
Mooney
level. Okay, cause right now in music,
bust from okay, so right now young, I don't really know the young people them, so forgive me when nobody come. In terms of young people, I know Popcorn, Skilly Bang. Would you say Shensia?
Yeah, true.
But I feel like Shensia moving away from dancehall, but that's like
she's still boss, but she's still.
But she's still boss. So that's 3.
Alkaline.
Alkaline, yeah.
Dexter Daps.
And 5. Oh, could I forget my 2? My 2. Yeah.
Dexter Daps.
Yes, at 5 Dexter, 5. Alkaline Dexter, 5.
Massacre.
How did I forget him too?
And even so, Massacre, I think Massacre is just about to get.
Just put on the spot.
Massacre is just about to get what him deserve.
Yeah.
Cause
I feel like that last album he put out, I'm not telling that.
One of the best albums. That's one of the best dancehall albums.
Like when I started to listen to that album, I went and I was like, alright, because I kind of have like confession. I don't really have high expectation of dancehall albums.
okay.
Because in the past, it's like there's no.
They don't make great albums.
Yeah,
You can say dancehall artists don't make great albums.
But then I try to find a nice way to
No,
put
it is what it is. It is what it is.
So I never went in with any high expectations, and I remember that when it came out and I'm working and I start listening and like several times I have to stop and pause and I'm like, yo, what? Like I sat there, I was like, I would want to be in all of these recording sessions, especially that last session when they decide, okay, this is a sequence of every song on the album, because we feel like everything just flowed.
Right.
It was like a nice rhythm.
my opinion why dancehall artists don't make great albums. Because from back in the days, it's always about singles. So it start from the juggling rhythm. So with the juggling rhythms, every guy wants to be that guy that's dominant on the rhythm.
Right. True.
Right? So me and Kirk get a rhythm. Kirk want have the body song, me want have the body song. And it just so and juggle like every other week is a new rhythm. So they more focus on.
I don't mean to cut you about the build up. Me and Baba's always had the best 2 songs on any rhythm. Continue.
Yeah, so Kenny that artist, my confession, if me know say me I only up on the same rhythm, I'm gonna go hard to kick out the one on the foot.
And your foot shall be kicked away.
And that's how I do it. Yes. So anyways, moving on.
That's right.
Yeah, it's facts. That's the mind, yeah, that's how we do it. And that's all every artist.
Even in a collaboration, working with Dandem is the hardest thing you could possibly ever do, even as a Dandem member.
Okay, can I stick up in? Who comprises of Dandem?
Make the mayor tell them.
Mayor?
Dandem, it's KIRK Diamond, Bob the Builder, Olaf HD, Durdan. We started out as dancers and then we transitioned from dancing to recording, right? We had so how we transition from how we set it now with because okay,
I think we had the music same time.
yeah.
First of all, I don't.
Most of
you guys dance. I don't see Kirk dance. So I'm surprised that you started off.
No, I'm just saying. We started out as a dance group, right?
You still dance. All of you dance.
No,
You still
from the
dance.
start. Back in the history. Started off as a dance group. In this dance group, there's this lyrical guy. I had dreams of being a producer, so I started making beats first. I did not like my voice, but I have interest in recording. But I know my voice sucked. I know I need practice. and we're here in Kirk. I'm like he must have some lyrics from now till the morning. Like he must have rhyme from now till the morning. And I'm like, yo, yeah, but it's facts. You know what I say? He must have beer lyrics, and I say, yo, we just have to make some songs, right? But we think, you know, with our transition is like, I think with the first mixtape, like we did a mixtape. So I feel mixtape to prove, like the mixtape really proved itself. Say, yo, yeah.
How can we listen to the mixtape?
We can't find it.
I have it on CD.
Yeah.
The CD.
Yeah.
Give me a bird.
The first mixtape. That was 2010, 2011.
2010, yeah, and it's 28 songs or 29.
Wow.
Yeah. So that really set us apart from
Everybody,
back in the day.
musically and dancically.
Okay.
So so people have done them as, some people have done them as that little dance group. Some people have done them as some artists, but we done them a family.
Got it. Family
Our
first.
brother and blood no make it no different.
And all of you are from Spain?
Yes.
Okay.
Except Bird, who is from Portmore. He's a Gaza man.
Right across. Next door neighbor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gaza man, yeah.
Nice. Right, the history.
Yeah, that's
Isn't
right.
it?
Another day after that. I forgot I ain't that for another day.
So, best reggae album nominees were
I think Shaggy, Sean Paul, Kabaka Pyramid, and who else?
Protege and Coffee.
Protege and Coffee.
Protege and Coffee were in it too? Okay. It's correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is the first time it was all actually Jamaican reggae artists being nominated. Who did you have as a pick to win?
I didn't care.
Why?
I never listened to none of the album. I think I know their singles differently. I heard the singles and they were pretty good, right? But as far as the work that was being put in, I only saw Kabaka.
Okay, so of the 5, I had listened to the 2 Ks, Coffee and Kabaka Pyramid.
When did you listen to Kabaka's album?
Right as it come out.
It doesn't come out?
Reason being, I have a friend, she's highly into music and she always posting once new albums coming out, and the same Friday that Kabaka's album dropped, she posted it and I went and I listened to it. And it was also another body of work. I was like, damn. Like I did this to Kabaka before. I wasn't like, yeah, I'm not gonna tell you I'm a Kabaka Pyramid fan.
Right.
But when I listened to it, I was like, damn, yo. He had two songs specifically stood out for me. Grateful and Life is everything.
Is Grateful the one with Jamaica Morgan?
I think so.
I
think so. And both of them are collabs, so the 2 of them were stood out to me. So when he won, Coffee's album I did listen to when it did just come out. I think that was a good work. I think something more could have gone into it. So personally, I wasn't surprised by Kabaka's win.
After he won, and I went to listen to the album, then I didn't. He should have won. Like sonically, it is the best sounding album I've ever heard. I mean, not ever heard. Best sounding album in a very long time. Like sonically, like everything is mixed and mastered well.
To perfection.
Yeah.
Like if you listen to just the phone and play through your speaker, through your earphone, through the car, especially when you beat that in the car, you know, and the bass and something else.
It's a science.
Nobody said nothing bad about it. Everybody says it's
but here's alright, so when we were talking about it, so Jess, what did you say, Jess?
When what?
When we were talking about it, you were like, who won? And I told you who won, and then your response was?
I honestly don't remember.
Jesus. So Jess' response was, wow, Marley didn't win?
Oh.
But then I said, here's the kicker.
Marley won.
Marley did win. Kabaka's album was actually produced by Juno.
Right.
Do you think that had any influence on it though? I mean, winning, or can we just say?
But to be honest, I didn't know this guy produced.
You didn't know?
I didn't know either.
He's been producing.
I did not know he
He has a
produced.
label called Ghetto Youth, and he has some artists on there. But yeah, and he produced the last Third World album, which was nominated for a Grammy as well.
I didn't know.
And but I mean, if you think about it, Junior Gang has the means, the know-hows, and the connections to get that sound, and he's an intelligent person, right? So he will do what needs to be done. I don't think he would pick anybody that he can't work with to push them forward, right? Does the name have weight? Hell yeah.
Yes, Kirk, but you know what? What I don't like
I'm trying to be
is-
politically correct.
What I don't like is just nobody speaks about Damien as a producer. So I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody speaks of him as I've never heard nobody speak highly of him as a producer, but they speak of him highly as an artist. So I'm saying? So when I heard it, I'm like, wow. I'm like, I did, you know?
Do you feel like that about me?
So I think it needs to be highlighted in that light. You need to be highlighted as
Especially
more, yeah. As
Well, if you think about it, because he produced more than 50% of the album, because I spoke to J-Day right before the Grammys, you have to produce, I think, 55% of the album, and you get a Grammy too, right? So really and truly,
So he did win.
he did win a Grammy,
right.
right? The only qualms that I have with Damien and the Grammys is that I don't think that his album was better than Chronix's.
Yes, that was a snub for. That definitely
Right.
was a snub for Chronix.
You talk about an album that it's still
Well, that's the
song.
question.
Alright, ask the question.
Well, that's the question. Remember, we used to, you say, when you listen to Kabaka Pyramid album after the win.
Yeah.
Did you listen to Soldier's album after Soldier win last year?
Well, if you listen to
Who's
Soldier.
that soldier?
Soldier won the best reggae album.
Oh,
The wine.
Yeah, I listened to that.
I didn't.
Yeah, I listened to the first 4 songs.
I couldn't.
I listened to the first 4 songs, and it is, no offense, I know my cup of tea. It's not for us. Let's put it that way. To be politically correct on the program, it is not for us.
Run, go listen to Soldier. Run, go listen to Soldier. Run, go listen to
Put it this
Soldier.
way. Put it this way. You can play up on Sesame Street.
As a? What?
Them album can play up on Sesame Street.
They have a song like this. Night, I'm on a song for sunshine. Wanna finish your chain for zinc.
Sesame Street.
Wanna fit. That's the song they have. They have that
Like
white
they can go up on
song.
a elementary school tour, and they pick it there around. Oh my God!
Hi, and that's fun for that.
I
That's
didn't
what the song is.
Yeah, but like I said, it is not made for us.
Okay.
Remember, you have to remember, it's a few culture different, few culture embedded in us, them just like what them think them are here.
Yeah.
There is no, our spirit is not in that music.
singers and the
It no
dancers.
matter, so they will go to Jamaica. They can go to Jamaica. They want to drink as much coconut water as they want to drink. It nah go put the culture in them like that. So they will get these producers from Jamaica. And they will create the rhythm, but then when they put their voice on it or their interpretation of what they think is going on, it's not gonna make sense. And second of all, their struggle with them or sing out or whatever is not going under the same
It's not
struggle,
gonna resonate with us, no?
right? And them winning, who did nominated again last year? Grams Morgan.
I think Grams
Morgan was nominated.
Paul was.
And to be honest with you, if it was just between the two of them, would I give Soldier too?
Really?
Alright, put it this way. Gramps Morgan put out a country album, and
Country?
it was a country album that he put out. And because we know that they deal with a different type of music, aka them not to dig the black thing, him knows a film album will never ever in a million years be accepted for a nomination in the country category. But he has weight in the reggae category, so it can pass, right? It is not a reggae album, so therefore you get a knock on your toe. But sit on one side, the Soldier shall take it. In my opinion.
Right. I get to yours still 100%.
Yeah.
You understand me? Shaggy put out a Frank Sinatra album in reggae. because wherever Frank Sinatra music come under will never accept a Shaggy doing that, right? Unless he did it with Sting, then maybe we accept that. And remember, the Grammy where Shaggy win with Sting, it was for reggae, it wasn't for Sting's category of music, which is rock. Yeah. So it seems as if reggae is that little category the way then can put anything through that and just give it away. But Kabaka Pyramid was the right win for me still.
Yeah, it was a great album.
Definitely.
Stony Hill was not.
Who is Stony Hill?
The year when Damien Marley win.
Yeah, that was, to me, it was almost as if them a try show Chronic say, well then you are nothing close to the name Marley. To me, that's how I got from it.
That album that Chronic still put out was really good.
But to be honest, okay, over the years, once there's a Marley in the category, they win. Grammys. If I go be honest and talk, from a little boy, I grew up and I watch Grammys.
So this is a debate.
There's a Marley in the category.
Yeah, them are going to win.
They're winning.
Right? But if you think about it, right? Since the 90s, right? If I can do it by decades, the best reggae album for those decades was what? For the 90s, my opinion.
Marley album?
No, never.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said who was winning.
Marley has never had the best reggae album other than maybe Bob. And that man's been gone nearly 40 odd years, nearly 50 years. Right? So when you think about it, in the 90s, Till Shiloh, Bojo Bantan, best reggae album. The 2000s, The Real Thing, Sizzla Kalonji, his best album. 2010s is Chronology. That one and not done yet, so.
But so far would be Kabaka Pyramid.
I don't know.
So far in the 2020s.
I don't know because so far because I don't put out my own yet.
As I always said, so far.
Yeah, we know that I don't put out mine yet. Leela not put out Fear yet, right? Chronic's not put out a second one yet. You know what I mean? So there's so much things we have to look. But for this year, Kabaka.
Well, I think what I'm saying is I'm shocked because it's you told me. If you didn't tell me about Juno, but I never know. But
I was happy and shocked at the same time because I didn't see Kabaka winning a Grammy. Yeah, I didn't see it. Not because of lack of talent. It's not because of lack of talent. It's just that I hear 50 Cent say something like a true star has that 4 thing about them. Where it's personality, the image, the talent, and one other thing, I forgot what it is right now. And him lack no fight. Right? So we'll see what happens.
I just feel like he's one of those. I could be wrong. Because he even said like he almost not go to the Grammy because he wanted to watch Barcelona. Was it a Barcelona game? He should give me that
That's
last.
cap. That is cap.
there's no way.
There's no way. Absolutely
No, because even and then
lying.
No. And then others were like they thought the same too because of his love for I don't remember what sport it is, but he said it and he was like, oh, can you imagine if I'd miss? No, I misquote nobody, cause
the only way he would not have gone is if he was sure for a fact that he was not going to win. Because he had a chance, he knew himself, so this shit here is produced by Damien. Him have all of these bad collabs. He knows and confident in the sound that this music has, and it is now nominated. Miss that thing of Barcelona here.
Everybody is anticipating that night.
Listen, if I'm nominated now, I know I win, I'm there.
Just even though you got nominated, it's a big thing.
Alright, think about it. Protege said that he got nominated, he never win. Right? Not this year, whenever he nominated last time, right? And he went to Kylie Jenner's house and he left the house with a record contract for his label. Right? So you not gonna go because of Barcelona?
Me try for me no want me try.
And nobody not even see you kick one football before.
Oh God.
Go on, man.
Lying.
Yeah, him says, suppose I did miss the Grammys to watch the Barca game. Uno would have killed me.
I wouldn't kill you. I would think you're an idiot.